Watch me destroy this cow bag with some facts and statistics. Hey up everyone, it's me, Stef The Alter Nerd, your nerdy alternative, and welcome to another dose of the Daily Nerd, where I break down the news and pop culture stories of the day that's pretty much caught me eye. And oh my goodness, Kitty Cat herself is at it again on Twitter, and whether she intended it to be the meaning or not, who knows? However, this particular tweet, oh no, poor choice of words, lass. Poor choice of words. And it could be her most dangerous tweet yet when it comes to child sexual assault. Yeah, guys, major trigger warning on this one. As you can appreciate, I'm not going to be doing my usual intro for YouTube on this one because I'm going to be triggering all their censors on this. So do me a big massive favor on this one. Let's get this video out to as many people as possible so we can get as many eyeballs on this one, because this video is extremely important to me. The ways that you can do so is like, share, subscribe, comment down below your opinion, conspiracies, theories, whatever. They're all completely free to do. And for your consideration, you can always send me a super thanks, which is just below this video right here. And let's jump into this, shall we? So, like I said, whether Kat actually intended this to be at the actual meaning or not, the thing that it could be taken in this way makes this tweet, in my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, her most dangerous one yet. Now, let me explain. She tweeted this a few days ago on the 24th of November, and she wrote, Tucker Carlson, libs of TikTok, etc., create a stream of content blaming trans and queer people for child grooming, but rarely or never feature actual victims of child grooming. If they did, they'd have to reckon with the fact that many survivors are queer and trans themselves. Now, what is she propagating there, potentially? Again, opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, whether she intended it to be this meaning or not, yeah? This could be seen as her saying abusers who identify as LGBTQ+, yes, when they abuse a victim, they groom that victim to become a member of the LGBTQ+. Again, whether that was her actual intention and her meaning behind this tweet, don't know. However, this tweet, it could be read in that way. This is a poor choice of words, and she clearly has not explained herself well here, to the point where people are absolutely ripping her for it. And we've got Space Cat here saying, yes, that's the outcome of grooming someone. If you groom someone to be trans, the desired outcome is that they become trans. And Orietta Rose says, the child victims of grooming are often queer and trans, she says, after being groomed by queer and trans adults. So, think. Now, the issue and the dangerous part of all of this, guys, is that, again, whether Kat actually intended it to be this way or not, she is potentially promulgating, potentially kind of sharing a really dangerous myth, which is this. That those that identify themselves as LGBTQ, the abusers, when they target a victim, they then turn into part of the LGBTQ community. Yeah, you see the problem with this potential tweet here? Or the potential problem with this tweet. Oh my goodness, my words are all over the place here because I just seriously, I'm like, this palm, what the frick? Now, watch me freaking destroy her now with some statistics and freaking facts. Here we freaking go. So, this is an article from PFLAG Atlanta, PFLAG Atlanta. They released this article only a couple of weeks back on November the 11th, titling "The Problem with the Belief That Child Sexual Abuse Causes Homosexuality Stroke Bisexuality." Now, if you scroll down, the numbers really do not add up. So when you look at the statistics, they firstly quote the National Health and Social Life Survey, stating that 1.51% of the population of the US identify as GLBT, or the LGBTQ community, whereas other studies put this figure as high as 8%, which Fayettale of 1989. However, here we go. The statistics for the number of people abused in childhood are significantly higher than that, with reliable estimates given for child sexual abuse to be 16% for males and 27% for females in the USA alone. And that's quoting the study of NRCCSA of 1994. So think about it, right? Those that identify themselves as LGBTQ community, the numbers are down here, right? Those that have confirmed that they are victims of child sexual abuse, higher, they're up here. Numbers do not add up. There is something wrong with this picture, right? And we carry on. So, if there's a causal link between child sexual abuse and identifying as GLBT later in life, then here they explain it better than me. Why aren't the figures for the number of GLBT people in the population reflected by the abuse statistics? In other words, there are significantly more cases of sexual abuse than there are people that identify as GLBT. Again, citing the study of Macmillan of 97. And therefore, the vast majority of persons abused as children are actually heterosexual, quoting the study of Keith of 91. In addition to this, virtually all statistics agree that females are more likely to be sexually abused in childhood than males are, and yet there are proportionally more men that identify themselves as being gay than there are women who identify as lesbian. And they cite various studies here of Haidt 91, Janus 93, and Jefferson 2001. Oh, you see, are you beginning to see how dangerous, in my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, Kat Tenbarge's tweet is? Whether she meant the meaning of that tweet to be taken in this way or not, the fact that it could be is absolutely freaking dangerous, because it is promoting and promulgating a myth here that is just not freaking true. The freaking nasty cowbag. Oh, don't worry about it, because I'm coming with more freaking facts. Let's freaking go. So, darknesstolight.org. They are an organization where their main their main mission is to end child sexual abuse. Hell freaking yeah, all day long. Now, they debunk some myths here, and there's two in particular that I want to turn your attention to. So myth number 5, child sexual abuse can cause a child to identify as gay. So, a child's sexual orientation and or gender identity are neither the cause or result of abuse. So, in other words, right, if you are a survivor of child sexual abuse, being abused does not then dictate what your sexual orientation is going to be. It has nothing to freaking do with it. Nothing. Sexual abuse has many long-term effects on a child's life and health, but there is no evidence that suggests it plays a role in their sexual orientation or gender identity. None whatsoever. No evidence. Nothing. It is proven, however, that children who experience abuse have a greater risk of mental illness, anxiety, check, depression, yeah, post-traumatic stress, oh hell yeah, I had that, disordered eating, not so much, behavioural problems, lower performance in school, delinquency, substance abuse in later life, re-victimization. Now, it should be noted that children who identify as LGBTQ plus are at a greater risk to be targeted for this abuse. But again, there's no evidence to suggest that being sexually abused as a child plays a role in sexual orientation or gender identity. Zero. None. It's a myth. End of. Now, another myth surrounding this situation. LGBTQ plus adults are more likely to abuse children than straight adults. Well, members of the LGBTQ plus community, regardless of sexual orientation or gender identity, are no more likely to sexually abuse children than heterosexual individuals. Now, Gregory Herrick, who's a professor emeritus at the University of California, reviewed a series of studies and found no evidence that gay men molest children at higher rates than heterosexual men. As opposed to an expression of sexual preference for a certain gender, sexual abuse is about exerting power over the vulnerable and the accessible. It is totally possible for a heterosexual adult to abuse a child of the same sex due to the opportunistic nature of offenders. In other words, for these freaking monsters, it don't matter if the survivor, the victim, is male, female, or identify themselves as whatever their chosen identity is going to be. Fair play to them, right? Don't matter. If the opportunity is there to abuse, they're going to freaking do it. And it don't matter. Darkness to Light also produced a document in regards to just listing statistics when it comes to child sexual abuse. And I want to, again, direct your attention to this section here. Who are the perpetrators of child sexual abuse, right? The final one here. Homosexual individuals are no more likely to sexually abuse children than heterosexual individuals. In other words, these monsters come in all fucking shapes and sizes. And it don't matter what they identify as. And it doesn't matter the gender or the identity of their victim. Because it simply comes down to this. If they have the opportunity to be a monster, they're taking that opportunity with both freaking hands. It's freaking disgusting. But it has nothing to do with sexuality. Nothing to do with gender. Cat Tenbarge. You see now how this freaking tweet is dangerous as sodding hell. And again, let me give her the benefit of the doubt. She might not be meaning it in this way. But the fact of the matter is, in my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, it can be easily read in this way. Easily read. It's a poor choice of words. And she has not clearly explained herself well on this. To the point where, whether she has wittingly or unwittingly done it, my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, she is promoting and promulgating a myth when it comes to the relationship between the abuser and the abused. If the abuser is part of the LGBTQ community, then whoever they abuse, they're going to be groomed and turned into someone who's going to then be part of the LGBTQ community. Again, whether Kat intentionally had that meaning or not behind this tweet could be read in that way. And this is why, my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, this is the most freaking dangerous tweet she has ever put out to date. And she really needs to be sodding freaking careful when she's discussing this kind of stuff. Because I tell you something, you talk about this stuff, fine. but back yourself up with facts and statistics, because if you don't, then I'm freaking coming for you, you sodding shitting cowbag. This is insane. It is. Seriously, she has got a platform for better or for freaking worse here, guys. Right? And she's all about the whole Me Too, believe all victims. I'm a defender of victims, an advocate for victims, this, that, and the other, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, you're talking out your bloody ass when you're tweeting stuff like this. Again, whether the meaning was intended or not, it can be taken in this way. You have to be freaking careful. And for someone like Kat, you'd think she would be. Quite clearly not. Either way, though, consider her ass debunked. Oh, guys, do you know what? I'm going to have a cold shower and calm down. Before I do so, though, if you appreciated this video and you want more, and of course you want more, to make sure, whilst I'm a little bit flustered here, you subscribe to join our Alter Nerd tribe, like, share, comment down below your opinion, conspiracy theories, and whatevers. Also, as well, you can always consider sending me a super thanks, which is just below this video right here. As I said right at the beginning of this video is going to be limited. YouTube is not going to push this out because I have triggered every single one of their alarm bells when it comes to this video. But I am so much in the belief and my convictions that this video needed to be done that, you know what? Damn the YouTube fucking censorship on this one. This needed to be said, and she needed to be freaking debunked as far as I'm concerned. So yeah, do me a favor on this one. Definitely like, share, subscribe, comment, push this video into the YouTube algorithm so more people can actually get the freaking facts on the matter instead of relying on Cat freaking Tenbarge and a damn ass tweets. Swear. Guys, with that being said, though, thanks for joining me, and until the next time, laters.